If you've lost your job or you're changing jobs, you might be wondering what to do with that 401k distribution. In today's Your Money Matters segment, we are learning some options, what options you do have, from Michael Ruggiero. He's here from Ameriprise Financial. It's a traumatic thing to lose your job, but yet, and sometimes you get this big payout in the form of a 401k. It's so important not to take that and spend it, right?
No, you don't want to spend your 401k. You will get taxed at the ordinary income tax level depending on the amount that you take the distribution on.
Yeah.
So let's take, for example, if you take a distribution on $50,000, that will put you in the 25% ordinary income tax bracket. So that's $12,500 that the government's reaching in and taking right off the top. And if you're under the age of 55, that's a 10% early withdrawal penalty. So you're talking about another $5,000. So at the end of it all, your net distribution is $32,500, which you can either have taken out up front or you'll have to pay at the back end during tax season.
It's a tough thing, Dennis, because this is the one time that you actually need that money. If you don't have substantial savings and another job to go to, a lot of people find themselves not having any choice but to tap into that little nest egg there, but it's not a good idea.
No, it is not.
You got to roll it over if you can. Mm-hmm. So you've got a couple of options, mm-hmm. Either an IRA, or if you're lucky enough to have another job to go to, you can put it in that company's 401k. But talk to me about those options.
Well, yes, you can go from one company's 401k to another company's 401k, or you can move it into an IRA. It's been my experience that it's best that you can have both. So to move it into an IRA from your former plan is always a very good option from a just from a investing standpoint, from being able to have a better diversified portfolio and more investment choices.
In other words, if you put it, let's say you had a choice between your company's 401k and an IRA, you're suggesting an IRA is a little better because you have more control over where it goes.
Yes, you do. Whether you leave voluntarily or involuntarily, you have control over it. You work with your financial professional. And if you think about it, think about the 401k that you currently have. You probably have 15 to 20 investment choices. Mm-hmm. By moving into an IRA, you can literally have 1,000 or more, which allows for broader diversification. Maybe you'll have exposure to real estate, mm-hmm. or to alternative energy, or to Latin America or emerging markets, things of that nature. And you can also negotiate probably a better pricing from an annual standpoint and lower that maybe by a full percentage point.
Certainly, you have to do your homework there. Now, we talk about IRAs. There's several different kinds. There's Roth, there's simple IRAs. Which one, do you have a choice?
Well, as simple as if you're your own boss within your company, but usually people go on their own individual retirement account into an IRA.
How do you do this rollover? A lot of paperwork?
No, not at all. And that's the biggest misconception out there and why people don't do it and leave them behind. It's a very simple thing to do. You meet with a financial professional. You decide if you like them or not. It's a signature on a piece of paper, and then the administrative arm of that firm takes care of everything. And it goes from point A, your former employer, to point B, your new IRA.
All right. Well, you know what? There's a lot to think about there, and a lot of homework to do. But you know what? I think in the end, it'll make everybody who has to do this much more financially sophisticated to sit down and figure out what it is they have to do with that money.
Yes, it's not a terribly difficult process. So just take the time, do your homework with it, and make the right choice. And also work with your CPA.
Certainly, but so important not to take that money and spend it.
No, do not. If you don't have to, don't. The tax consequence and the penalty are pretty severe.
Listen, thank you, Mr. Ruggiero, for being with us. For more information, visit AmeripriseAdvisors.com. For a link, if you want to watch this segment again, just log on to WGNTV.com/midday. We've got the Midday Buzz coming up. Dean's got the Chicago...